Hi friends, it's Sophia and welcome to Sophia's Turning 50, where we embrace our age no matter what it is, but especially if we're turning 50 in 2022. Speaking of turning 50, today we have two birthdays to celebrate, and I'm going to talk about what it's like to have kids that are getting older, and then I've got a couple of health and wellness things, and then last we'll do a 1980s show and tell. Let's talk about our two special birthdays. First, Alicia turned 50 at the beginning of this month, and she and I were friends since kindergarten. In 8th and 9th grade, we were kind of like partners in crime, especially 9th grade, and like I kind of almost mean literal crime. So, you know, you guys, I was off my rocker in 9th grade, and no one should have let their kids hang out with me. But anyway, that was another time. We also have Karen. Karen just turned 50, and she's also known her since kindergarten. We were good friends all through high school, and you know, we still get together now. And she just had a party that I missed, but I guess that's what I get for moving to California. Now it's time to talk about kids getting older. And really what I mean about this is that most Gen Xers who have kids that are, you know, teenagers. And so that's my case, and mine are 14. And today was the last day of 8th grade for one of them, and that means she is having her 8th grade graduation next week, which is, you know, like, because we have an Alexa that shows, you know, like this day in history pictures, and everyone I see, it's like, oh, I remember that day. And it's almost like my brain can't tell the difference between what happened 8 years ago and what happened yesterday. It all seems like the same time. And so to see them when they're 7 and then also know that they're about to go into high school, it's, you know, it's just kind of messing with my head. But I know, you know, it's a cliche, the time has passed so fast and all of that. And you know, kind of along the same lines, I have a couple of friends whose kids are graduating from high school this year. And these are people like, I knew them when they first met each other, and I went to this kid's baby shower, and then now they're graduating from high school. And I know we can all say the same thing about lots of people. People could say that about me and Nathan. They knew us when I was chasing Nathan around the law school and he wasn't interested in me. And now our kids are going off to high school. But it's, you know, I think it's still something to mark and acknowledge. And, you know, kind of the kids growing up really marks the passage of time. And it doesn't necessarily make me feel old. It certainly brings on lots of nostalgia. Anyway, that's going on a lot in my head these days about the passage of time and how weird it is that everything seems to all be happening at once, past and present, and I'm then imagining the future. Nathan and I are already talking about what we're going to do after they graduate. Where are we going to live? What do we want to do? Blah, blah, blah. And so it's like the second half of the life is really rushing in. So I just thought all of that was food for thought this week. On health and wellness, I just have a couple of things on my like continuing appointment journey that it seems like I'm constantly having an appointment. So I recently had an audiologist appointment because I wear a hearing aid in my left ear. Did you know that? Have I ever mentioned that? I have a hearing aid. My glasses are progressives, which is another word for bifocals. So I have to get my ears checked once a year and make sure my hearing aid is properly adjusted. I've had it for like 10 years, and it, you know, it's just slight hearing loss, but it makes a big difference to wear it because, you know, I don't hear very well if I don't wear it. And everyone in my family will be like, are you wearing your hearing aid? And of course I don't wear it half the time. So, so anyway, got that taken care of. And then I made an appointment to have my eyes checked because even though I've been going to the eye doctor for all of these ailments, I haven't actually gotten them checked to renew my prescription, you know, to see, has my vision worsened? Do I need a better prescription? I'm sure it has. I'm sure I do. And so that is next month. Okay, the last thing we have is a show and tell from the 80s, and these are going to be pictures from 8th grade in honor of my kids finishing up 8th grade this month. So the first picture we have is of my friend Karen and my friend Wyanna. The Karen I was just talking about, it being her birthday, she has her face covered. And Wyanna I talked about as one of the February birthdays. Next up is, this was the last day of 8th grade, and they made an announcement basically saying, don't use shaving cream, no shaving cream. And I think we were all like, oh, what are you gonna do? It's the last day of school. And so this is one of many pictures that I have of people covered in shaving cream because everybody just chased each other with shaving cream. All right, next is a picture of me. Don't I look cool? I had this hair gel that was like brass color. I don't know, you put it in your hair and it made your whole hair look brassy. And also I had a perm, but only in the back. So you can see that there. And then I had this cool jumpsuit that my mom made for me. So there I am being cool. Looks like I'm in the band hall in 8th grade. Okay, now this is a picture of me and my friends at our 8th grade graduation ceremony. And do you see how long our dresses are? I'm sure you guys have seen the dresses that girls wear now to their graduations. Yeah, so that we did not wear teeny tiny short dresses back then. Both Karen and Alicia are in this picture. Karen's in the purple dress, Alicia is in the aqua dress. Diana's over in the pink dress, Wyanna's in the purple dress, and then my friend Tony is the one in the white dress next to me in that purple floral thing in the middle. Okay, so here's a picture of me. Our graduation ceremony was on the football field, so we kind of walked out of the band hall, down the track, and then onto the field. And then last, here is a picture of my class, my 8th grade class, and that is me walking up to get my little 8th grade diploma. I hoped you liked those 8th grade pictures. It was a lot of fun to go through them. That's all for this week. Remember to celebrate your kids no matter how challenging teenagers can sometimes be. And make your appointments. And as always, embrace your age no matter what it is. See you next time.